everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Candy. Thanks for tuning in. Today I have another Essie collection. It's called Swoon in the Lagoon. Essie has about 4 or 5 different lines under the Essie umbrella name. The first one is just their normal polishes. It's just the polishes in these square bottles, normal Essie polishes. Another line they have is their Gel Couture line, which is these twisted bottles. They last a really long time. There's a special top coat that you buy for those. And then another of their lines is this Essie Expressi line, and in comparison to the normal bottle, it's a little bit taller, a little bit thinner, and this is for quick dry. This is quick dry nail polish. It has a special brush, and I'll get into that more. I'll do a video on those. But this this collection, between all of those Essie lines, they have their normal salon gel. Plus, I think they have another line that's it's got some sort of treatment in the nail polish. It's not just straight nail polish. So it does have some sort of treatment in it for your nails. I cannot remember what it's called. But there are 9 polishes in this collection. It is called Swoon in the Lagoon. Over the last probably 2 or 3 months, Essie has come out with about 5 maybe different collections. So they put out, I've read anywhere from like 10 to 20 collections a year. So it's not just your normal. Most companies put out a fall, holiday, spring, summer collection, and they might throw another one in there, but most companies do 4 to 5 collections a year, whereas Essie does 10 to 20 collections a year. So there are a lot of Essie collections to go over. So today is Swoon in the Lagoon. It's not necessarily their spring line. It's not labeled anything other than Swoon in the Lagoon. There are 9 polishes here, so let's go ahead and get into the swatches. First up in this collection is All or Nothing, and Essie describes this as a neutral yellow with red undertones. All of the polishes in this set are going to be creams except for one, which is the next polish. But on this one I did, I was looking at my picture in this, and it is so much darker. All the pictures are so much darker on camera than they are in the bottle shots. It almost looks like the swatch on my fingers, and this shot look like a completely different polish. But they are the same. They're just showing up really, really dark on camera for some reason. But I compared All or Nothing to China Glaze Delta Darlin, Essie Feeling Wellies, which in the bottle, those look almost identical. And then Morgan Taylor, It's My Moment. And Essie All or Nothing, you can see it's just a little bit darker than the rest of those. The next one up is the shimmer in the collection. It is called Boatloads of Love, and it is an off-white with a blue shimmer. It's a little bit hard to see. You can see it in the bottle shot on this. It's a little bit hard to see on the nail shot, and then on the comp shot, it's a little bit hard to see as well. It's a really pretty cream color. I did compare this to Ballet Slippers. Boatloads of Love is a little bit more of a cream color. Olive and June ECC is a little more brown, and then Essie Out of the Jukebox is also a shimmery color, but it is a little bit more pink. Next up is Daydrift Away, and it is a soft pink cream. It's almost a dusty cream, which makes it a neutral. And I compared that one to Olive and June CHM, Orly Cool in California, and Olive and June JO. And Daydrift Away is a lot more pink than those others. Those others are a little bit more brown. Next up is Frilly Lilies, and this is a mid-tone orange with some coral undertones. I compared this one to Orly Kit You Later, China Glaze, Color Club Favorite Flannel, and Morgan Taylor Orange Crush Blush. Orange Crush Orange Crush Blush is one of my favorite colors. It's a matte color. This Frilly Lilies is a little bit darker than that. It's more, I think, no, it's not this one. It's another one that in the collection. This is more of an orange, a mid-tone orange. They do describe another color in this collection as a brown, but I think it's more orange. But that's Frilly Lilies. Next up is Natural Connection. This is one of my favorite colors in this collection. They call it a neutral khaki. I call it an olive green color. It is, I compared it to Essie Expressi Precious Cargo Go, which that's a little bit darker. Olive and June WKF, which it's, that one's a little bit darker than Natural Connection. And then Show 'em Who's Blossom from China Glaze. That came out in their spring collection a couple or 3 years ago. And I always am a sucker for greens. Next up is Ripple Reflect, and this is a cornflower blue. It does have some red undertones. I usually don't gravitate towards blue with red undertones, but I really like this color. I compared it to Bikini Sotini. Bikini Sotini has a very light shimmer in it, and it's a little bit lighter than Ripple Reflect. I also compared it to China Glaze Bahamian Escape and OPI Malibu Shore. And Ripple Reflect is a little bit darker than all of those. Next up is the color Row with the Flow is what it's called. And Essie describes this as a warm brown with red undertones. I call it a rusty orange. And it is, it's a really pretty color. It's not very springy. It looks a lot more fallish to me. I compared this one to Orly Afternoon Escape. OPI Endless Sunner and OPI My Italian is a little rusty. I really thought it was going to be an exact dupe for My Italian is a little rusty, but you can see that is a little bit darker. Next up is the namesake of the collection, Swoon in the Lagoon, and this is a magenta with some blue undertones, which I also don't usually go for, but this ended up being one of my favorites in the collection. I compared this one to Olive and June Wild Orchid, Orly String of Hearts, and Ice Cream Nails Jam Hot. Ice Cream Nails is out of Australia, and if you get the chance to purchase some of those, they do have free shipping every now and then. I would suggest getting a few bottles. They're really cute bottles. They look like upside down ice cream cones, but the colors are really good too. They've got some really different colors. Last in this collection is Willow in the Wind, another favorite of mine, although I didn't pick it as my two top favorites in this, but it is a close third. I compared this one to China Glaze Central Parka. You can see that's a lot darker. Essie Heart of the Jungle, that came out in their fall collection a couple years ago, which is also quite a bit darker. And Orly Olive You Kelly, and that is a much more olivey brown color than Willow in the Wind. Willow in the Wind is sort of a vibrant, brighter green with yellow undertones. It's really, really pretty for spring. So what did y'all think about that line? I really liked it. I really get excited about spring. Well, I get excited about all the nail collections, but I really get excited about the springtime collection because I love the spring and summer. I love fall, but I really am not a winter girl. I don't like cold weather. It's beautiful when it snows, but I just would much rather have spring and summer and fall. So winter is my least favorite. So when a spring collection comes out, it gets me excited for the spring. So I really do like that. My favorites in this collection were Natural Connection. It's this muted sort of olivey green, and the fuchsia namesake of the collection, Swoon in the Lagoon. Greens are always going to get me. I used to say my favorite colors were green and brown, but I actually think it's a three-way tie between green, brown, and blue. So anything in those three colors I'm gonna love. And then this fuchsia one is just a real pop of color, and It's not real gloomy, it's not real dark, and it's just kind of a lighter, airy color, pinks and greens and those pastel colors. Even though this is not pastel, I do really like this for the spring. I like to wear bright colors on my toes especially. So anyway, let me know what your favorite was. I will link down in the description box where I picked these up. I actually got them from 2 different places. Beyond Polish had 6 of the polishes, and then I think I got the other 3 from Ulta. I'll check that, double check that, and put the links down in the description box. Let me know what your favorite was. Give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for notifications, and subscribe to my channel. I do put nail polish videos out every Saturday. That's my goal. So let me know what you think, and everybody have a great week. Talk to you soon. Oh, and next week I will have swatches from the new Morgan Taylor collection. There are 6 polishes in that. It's called Full Bloom. It's really, really pretty. So stay tuned for that. Everybody have a good week. See ya.